Christina from craftingwithchristina.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make this treat box gift card holder, or candy gift card holder. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. This is a prototype that I made. I just finished putting this together. I had to try a couple times to get it the way I wanted to, because I'm not really good at making boxes from scratch. So I saw this idea on Pinterest forever ago, and the person who made the original idea didn't have a template. They just kind of figured it out themselves. So this is just me sharing how I put this one together, since I had to figure out myself too. So put this aside. I'm starting with a scrap of paper, and I have my instructions here, so forgive me. And you're going to need a piece of cardstock that's 5.5 by 7.5. So I just have a scrap here, and let's measure at 5.5. And my 7.5. And that's our cardstock. And next you're going to want some sort of scoring tool. I have a Martha Stewart scoreboard. And with the 7.5 side lined up, you're going to want to score it at 1/2 inch, 3.5, 4, and then 7, and then rotate it. And then you're going to want to score it at 1/2 inch. And then score it at the 4 mark, just down to the 1/2 inch line. And then from the 4 mark, from the 3 1/4 line, all the way to the end. Okay. You're probably not going to be able to see this, so I'm just going to put this here. Actually, put this like this, so you guys can reference what I will be doing. So this is a lighter version of this, but it's all cut out. So what I'm first going to do is taking some scissors. I am going to cut the bottoms along the score marks. So first I'm going to cut out this end completely. So I'm removing that square here. I'm using the score marks that I made as my guide. And then I'm going to make a notched piece here. And then another notched piece. So I'm just cutting out a tiny triangle. And then I'm going to make a notch here. Those are for our bottom flaps. That's what we have now. Next we're going to go to our top, and I'm going to cut this whole section off and cut up. So now we have like a little flap here, and then I'm going to cut that at a diagonal. So I'm just going to rotate it so I can see better, and then just cutting this from corner to corner to make a diagonal here, and then the same thing on the other side. Okay. Next I'm just going to score or fold along my score lines. Fold along my score lines. Okay, and we're going to assemble the box using whatever adhesive of your choice. I have some candy flying. I have some sticky tape, but I'm not going to assemble it just yet. I'm just going to put the tape on. Sweet Christmas gingerbread from TPC. I don't know the name of the actual paper. It's just got this on the front and this on the back. So I'm going to cut, I think, a 3-inch strip. So I'm going to cut this at 3 inches. And then by 7 inches. We have, and I'm going to just use my scoring tool again. And since it's going across the front section here of our treat bag, I'm going to score at the same score lines. So it's going to be 1/2 inch, 3.5, and 4. And that should wrap around our card. So I'm just placing that. Okay. And I'm just kind of refolding it a little bit. And we can assemble our box top now. Okay, I'm just going to use my bone folder to press on the inside of the box. I think it looks very nice. And I'm only going to use a small section of this. I'm going to cut out a 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. So 2 3/4 down. 3 3/4 or 3 1/4. So we have this little square here. And with this, I'm just going to take my scoring tool and score at 1/2 inch all the way on 3 sides. So I'm going to fold that. And we're going to cut out the bottom 2 squares. I'm going to use some adhesive to tape this together. So I like to start with the inside 2 flaps and then the one going up. So we've got this one. We'll press this one up. Put some adhesive there. And then we'll stick this to the front of our card towards the bottom. Okay, and then you can test it. Well, make sure that it's secured tightly. I like to take a gift card and just press it on there. So that's what it will look like. To decorate that, I'm going to use some Peachy Keen stamps. So I have some Copic Express It paper. And I've already picked out the stamp set I'm going to work with. I'm going to work with the November 2013 Stamp Kit of the Month. This is a kind of a homemade Christmas type of stamp set. It's got a wonderful assortment of mini images here. Star, stocking, gingerbread, snowflake heart, snowman, a poinsettia, and some Christmas trees and a mitten. And I've got one of those, got the little mitten mounted here on a clear block. And I also have, I don't know what their stamp sets, what brand or anything this stamp's from, but I've had it forever. And it's just a scalloped circle. And I've got some lacking here. And I'm just going to, actually, do I want to use a stamp set? No, I'll use Memento. Pardon me. Using some Memento ink, I'm going to ink up that black, the scalloped circle. And if anyone knows where this is from, let me know, because I can give them proper credit if I have no idea. I've had this in my stash for years, and I think I've only used it for the first time today. So I'm gonna just press that down. And we have a black circle. This is what it looks like up close. And I'm going to stamp, also in the Memento Tuxedo Black, a little mitten. I'm just gonna make it a little better. Here comes my head. I'm gonna just stamp that in the center. And I also have a sentiment I want to use. This is from the Peachy Keen Stamps Happy Snowman with Label. I think I just want to use the smile or be happy, something small that'll fit in this circle. I think I'm going to use the be happy. I got another acrylic block. Ooh, that one. Okay, so it says, be happy. Next, I'm going to just use some markers here and just color it really quickly. You see my, not Quick Mix, my Spectrum Noir markers. I'm going to color it teal. Just making sure it's dry. Let me zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got BT2, BT4, and BT5. So starting with the lightest, I'm just gonna color a thatch stripe there. And then I'm gonna go in the next shade and go to the side of that. And go back in with my BT2, my lightest shade, and color the overlap. Let's make sure it blends good. Now I'm going to go with my darkest shade, the BT5, and color the remaining. Then go in with my medium shade and color the overlap. Then with my lightest shade and color, I guess, the overlap of that. So that ensures, for me at least, that I have a good blend. As you can see, it looks all shiny. Next I'm going to go in with my IG shades, which are IG2, IG4, and IG1. These are like your grays. And I'm going to use these just to make the top of... Actually, I'm just going to use IG1 and just color the edges. That looks fine to me. I'll use one color there. Okay. So, now that I have that little guy all colored, I'm going to take my... I'm going to cut him out. And I measured this out. I have this cookie cutter die that will fit this image perfectly. So I'm just going to use my Cuttlebug and cut that out. Looks nice. And I'm just going to grab I don't know what I'm going to grab. Oh, there it is. I'm going to grab a piece of that red cardstock that I had left over from when I first made my box. And I have a 2-inch die here. I'm just going to punch out a circle. And just mount that on top. And then I'm going to use some foam squares to pop this up. Right there on my card. I think I want to tie some ribbon. I'm going to use pink ribbon. I know pink's not a traditional Christmas color, but there's some pink on this pattern paper. Okay. Now all you have left to do is fill it up with your candy of choice. So do some M&Ms, Twizzlers, Kit Kats. Who doesn't like those? And I think that is a stocking stuffer that any kid would love. Thank you so much for watching Crafting with Christina. You have a great day. Bye-bye.